Buenos dias, señores y señoritas. Welcome. Yes, you've made it to a live show. Avalikia, welcome everyone. Bienvenidos. It's good to have everyone here on a super fun, what is today? It's Tuesday, the Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, the holiday no one knows the origins of and no one cares, at least here in Shea Pink Shirt Guy. We're just here to have fun, drink some tequila, maybe some mezcal. It's so good to see everyone. We've got Linguaphile in the house. Welcome back. Mac the Knife, hello. Smiler will die. Everyone's still smiling. At least I am. Hi, honey. Hello, mother. That was very nice of you. Oh, I love the... Yes, it will... oh, Ravik, no, unfortunately, this one will not involve mail, but we might be able to do it. Maybe. Actually, maybe we could. No, okay. Yeah, what is it? It's not Buenos Dias. It's Buenos Tardes, I guess. Buenos Noches coming up soon. But whatever it is, have a Buenos, whatever time it is for you right now. I can't believe we're all here. This is so nice to see you guys. We had such a great day yesterday. The recording test went out very well. I appreciate you guys' patience as we worked through that. It all worked out just fine. I've edited the video down. I should be posting it here this afternoon. And then I'm going to try to do the same thing again tomorrow to post the condensed version of this down. Now, why would anyone want to miss out on all this fun and banter and joy, you might ask? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody would. I think I'm doing the shorts, the edits in vain. But in case there are people who can't make it to the live, I do want to give them the sweetened, condensed Pink Shirt Guy. Yeah, sweetened, condensed Pink Shirt Guy. And with that, let's get started with some intro music. Oh, God, wasn't that great? It's not quite the usual jam, but I figured that the day required it, necessitated something like that. All right. Is that loud? Well, sorry, yeah. I don't know, I just downloaded it from my music service, so hopefully it didn't blow everybody's speakers out. Am I loud? Hopefully I'm not too loud. I can lower my volume. Whoa! All right. Well, that's the best way to kickstart Cinco de Mayo, is with some loud mariachi music. All right. That'll wake you up. All right, so let's get started with the cocktail. So this cocktail is, I don't even know, so, whoopsie. All right, I'm glad everybody's awake now. So this cocktail, I don't know the origins of. I do remember that I had a few too many of them one night, and I sought out to remake it. And it doesn't involve tequila. This involves mezcal, tequila's kind of smokier older cousin. And also involves Campari, one of my favorite spirits, or liqueurs, and, hold on, stay, and some Lillet. Oh, and the secret ingredient, which won't be secret in a second. Coffee beans, that's it. Gnarly Nerd, good to see you. Welcome back. Real, good to see you as well. Yeah, so this drink, I can't exactly remember the proportions of it either. So we're going to kind of go by feel and see if we can't figure this bad boy out. The name of this drink is Heart It Races. And I had them at a New York City, like kind of speakeasy style, like, you know, cool cocktail bar. But I can't remember the proportions. I've kind of mucked around with it over the years, but we're gonna just try it again. So we're gonna be kind of flying blind here. But we do know that we need some mezcal. Mezcal is kind of like the peaty Scotch cousin to tequila, if you weren't already aware. I think I already said that, but now you know again. So we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of mezcal. Oh, Gnarly Nerd, yeah, you missed one heck of a sand bitter fall. I'm sorry you missed that, but I will have the instant replay up shortly. I got the edits down for that. Tech Destroyer, welcome back. All right, let's do, so we got 1.5 ounces of that. Let's do a full ounce. No. Let's do a full ounce. Let's do 3/4. All right. Let's see. Oh, and then why don't we do 3/4 ounce of Lillet? Let's see how that goes. I think that would work. Yes, Smiler will die. You should definitely visit Manhattan some point. After quarantine, it's a lovely place. And let's do 3/4 ounce of this as well. Lillet. Lillet is kind of it's a slightly sweetened, fortified white wine with like a bunch of different, herbs and botanicals, that kind of thing. I don't know what the predominant. I mean, the flavor that I get out of this is kind of like the sweeter notes of grapefruit. So it's like a friendlier, more approachable grapefruit. I think like that's what I get out of it, but other people get different things. All right, I am gonna shake this up with a couple of coffee beans in here. We'll make it 1, 2, 3, 2.5. That's not gonna be good luck. Well, now we gotta split this bean in half. Come on, buddy. Yes. Well, let's throw them all in. I got enough luck anyway. Okay. Hello, Sharon Baum. Good to see you. Boom. Baum. Baum. Good to see you as well. All right, I'm gonna mute this while I shake. All right, that was good. Oh man, the coffee and mezcal go so well together. And with Campari too. Coffee and Campari, super good flavors that go together well. And then, I am gonna double strain this, only because I don't want giant chunks of coffee bean floating around in my cocktail. We will get kind of like a little bit of the coffee in there. That's kind of fine. I actually kind of like the little flecks. I'm more of a fleck man myself. All right. Perfect. Oh yeah, Mag the Knife. Good music while we're shaking would be good. I like that. Yeah. Francesca Maria. Of course, I got to say everyone's name. It's not just a name to me. It's like a handle. It's like this is who you are. And Christian Asperger. I always say your name fastest because I'm mostly confident that it's a Gren, like Gren in there. But then sometimes I look down and then I'm like, oh, maybe it's just Aspergen. And then I just say it really fast. So that's why I did it. Okay. Well, cheers. Well, let's taste this. Let's see if it's any good. Oh, okay. Oh, this is so good. This reminds me of having a few too many of these. So the Lillet totally brightens it up. It makes it. This is kind of like I don't know. I could be in a couple of different moods while I drink this. It can kind of be like a sit by the fire, contemplative type of a cocktail, almost like a Manhattan, but still it's cold and zippy and refreshing. But the Lillet kind of brightens it up a little bit, which I think makes it, you can still drink it when the sun's out, I think. So it's kind of I don't know. I wouldn't drink a lot of these though. Made that mistake once. But yeah, I think you can have like a few of these. Oh yes. Yeah, dang it, Kristen. I knew you were gonna ask for this one. All right, let me put that on the list. Oh, you know what? If I put this recipe up on the website, then I'll never lose it again. So, okay, heart it races on site. I'm running out of area here for my little sticky notes. Okay, good. I love this cocktail. Like I can't say it enough. It's just it's bitter but still refreshing. Like it's not overly bitter. And if you're a Negroni fan, you still get the Campari out of it. But there's something about the Lillet Campari, and even like, I don't know, it's even with the mezcal in there, it's not as sweet as a Negroni. So you can have, like, it's just really good. Okay. Oh man. And the coffee, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I'm done fawning over that drink. Let me get this cleaned up and let's get to making our dish, which tonight is going to be a chicken tostada, but I forgot to make the chicken beforehand, so it's just gonna be a tostada. Maybe we'll put some, it's gonna have beans and stuff. It'll be filling enough, but if you do make this at home, make sure you use either a rotisserie chicken to make it easier on yourself, or you can roast a whole chicken, or you can sous vide some chicken breast and then shred it. If you are sous videing chicken breast for this recipe, do it at slightly higher temperature, I think, which would make it, it makes it easier to shred. You know, anyway, that's enough. All right, let me clean this up. We'll get right back. Don't mind me, just do a little cleanup. I should clean it up too much because I may want to make some more shortly. Okay, good, and you're done with you. Perfect, good. All right, trying to stay organized here, that might make it a little bit easier. Oh, and the coffee, okay. I'm like, yeah, let's clean up to stay organized. And then as I'm putting away, stuff just kind of falls over. Yeah, good, we'll just close the door and forget about it. All right. And we're back. Okay, so let's get to cooking here. Let's get cooking. All right, top down. So, oh, this is the important part, is we're gonna be broiling a whole bunch of vegetables, which if you have a grill, just throw them on the grill, makes it a lot easier. But this is one of my favorite parts of, at least what I think of like some Mexican dishes and Mexican cuisine in general, is broiling stuff, especially peppers. I've got poblanos today and jalapeno, but these peppers have like a slightly bitter skin on them, and roasting them really helps get the skin off. So you can either broil it, you could put it on a grill, or you could just put it right over the burners if you've got, you know, gas. That's fine too. Or we could torch it. That's kind of fun. It takes a little while though, unfortunately. I've tried that before. But anyway, it's an important part. So what we're gonna do is broil, then peel, and then puree it all for the sauce. So that way, and then we also develop some really cool flavors, like when everything's kind of lightly charred, smoky, roasty flavors come out, and it's so good. We're not gonna roast the lettuce though. That I'm just saving for the dish, like part of the topping. Okay, so let's start prepping our ingredients. So let's see, I think this is all that we're roasting: onions, poblanos, garlic, jalapenos, cilantro. We're gonna roast some of that too. I'll get that in a second. First things first, let me cut up this onion into wedges. So, hold on. The reason I'm gonna cut this onion into wedges, hold on. Oh, let me get my honer. No, I already honed. The reason we're cutting this up into wedges is because I want it to stay together when we roast it, or broil it. And it also helps if you're putting it on the grill. Basically just keeps everything together, because we don't want all of the onion charred. We just want parts of it charred, and then parts of it to kind of, like the outer layers will protect some of the inner layers. So to do that, we're just gonna make sure not to cut the root end off. That's it. Okay. Oh, and like yesterday, I am recording this, so if something does go haywire and like it goes black or whatever, you can't see something, just at me and say, hey, shit's broken, fix it, buddy, and I'll get right to it. Cool? Cool. All right, so going in half to remove the outsides. Go. Yeah, I totally forgot to put the chicken in. I was gonna sous vide it and then just forgot. So plus, I would like to see how good this tastes even without the chicken. I imagine all the flavors coming from not the chicken, so it'll be pretty good anyway. And if you're doing like a Meatless Tuesday thing, here's an option for you. And then I'm gonna cut these into thirds. So the idea here, we're just gonna lay it flat, kind of cut through the root end, but not the root end off. And I'm going for about 1/3 of this. There you go, that's pretty good. I just want it to stay intact. So now we've got these wedges, all good to go. You guys hang tight, and now it's your turn. Anybody have any big Cinco plans? Just filling yourself up with tequila, is that it? Good. And actually, this is most of the prep. Because everything else will just kind of sit on, like we need the skin on. I will take the avocado off. I definitely don't want to roast that. I wonder what that would taste like. I've never actually tried that. That'd be kind of good. And get this. Oh, the tomatoes. I do have to have those. Attack Destroyer, get an umbrella. I should. For something, I don't know what. And I am gonna actually trim out the insides of the tomatoes just because I don't want a whole bunch of like moisture coming up. I just want it to broil real nice. Taco and margarita night in Arlington, nice. Awesome. You've had deep fried avocado, Lemon? How was it good? Or just kind of so-so? Oh, is my board starting to smoke here? Yeah. Boy, that broiler sure does. The heat comes right through the top. Got this nice board and I'm already toasting it. That's right. Okay, good. Let's get you out of there. Just don't poke all the way through, Anthony. That's the one thing I don't want to do. Good. Why don't we just scoop it out with our fingers? How about that? Cut that, and then the old Scooby-Doo. Oh yeah, pork. Oh, pork red chili. That'd be kind of fun. I had some of the best. This would have been fun to try to make. They called it Chili Colorado, and I think it was in. I can't remember actually where it was. Oh, it was in El Paso, and it was some of the best. It was like chunks of pork shoulder, and then this like red chili sauce, and it was the most flavorful. It was so good. I couldn't believe, and it was so simple. It was just pork and then chili sauce. That's one thing I like about Mexican cuisine is their sauces aren't like the. Actually, I was just reading a Rick Bayless cookbook. He's the guy behind like Frontera Grill and a bunch of Mexican restaurants in Chicago area. But he pointed out that Mexican cuisine, like the sauces are not of the. I think he called them like the napping variety. I don't know what that means, but basically they're not just accoutrement to the dish, they're the dish. You know, like a mole sauce that's the dish, or like a chili sauce. It's not really just, you know, something that you put chili sauce on. Like that is the dish. So I thought that was a good point, is all I'm saying. Okay, good to go there. Got a mess here, looks like a crime scene. Clean off the old knife, let's get the tomatoes off. If you have tomatillos, you could use those as well for just a slightly like more tart flavor. Those are kind of fun. Okay, good. Let's get this board up here. I don't want that to smoke again. All right, hold on. Bear with me just 1 second. I'm gonna wash this bad boy. He's tasted blood, so we can put him away. It was good, but avocado's good anyway. Yeah. Okay. All right, and we're done-ish here. How toasted are we? Did we get to, yeah, see? Got a few marks on here. That's all right. I'll re-oil them up. Okay, I think we're good to go here. Is this such a colorful like present? I love this. All right, so the onions are gonna take the longest. I am going to kind of put the garlic towards the outside and also nestled among the onions, just so it doesn't burn. We'll pull it off a little bit ahead of time, but that's good. I think we're good. I'll put the tomatoes over here. Let's put them cut side up. Why not? Let's see if that changes things. And some of them cut side down. I don't know which way works best, but we'll try it. The stems, I'm gonna leave on. I think they add a nice smoky flavor. Well, actually, no, we'll cut them off. They do tend to smoke up faster. I was already trying to sell myself. I'm like, well, we could just leave them on. Maybe it's a smoky flavor. Take them off. Jalapeno, same deal. And you, sir, you've been destemmed. I don't know why I took too much joy in that. Okay, let's start broiling. So the idea here is we want them to get nice and charred all over. So we might have to turn them over, and especially the peppers, we might have to turn them over a little bit. But that's the idea. We want that skin to get nice and kind of crisp, and then it'll be a lot easier to peel off. All right. The skin won't char if it's down, Bill Wood said. Oh, that's a good point. On the tomatoes. Yeah, we do want to peel those too. Well, that's why we do this experiment. We figure out that was a bad idea. Oh my God, they've already started to smell, and it's so good. Oh yeah. Oh God, it smells good. There. Now we're better off, right? And I've got this about 4 inches from the flame, so pretty close. All right, got our cocktail going. We got the first step down, good. Let's prep some toppings. So we're gonna shred some lettuce. Oh, I forgot to put the cilantro in there. It's all right, we'll get our Dexter bag of cilantro. There we go. I straight up copied, excuse me, I copied this idea, or rather learned it, from this guy on Instagram of all places. His handle is SF Marks, M-A-R-X, but he's just up in the Upper West Side, but has so many great tips. I think he writes for Serious Eats as well, so he apparently knows what he's talking about. But super handy, this tip, like some of these cilantro stems are like approaching a week old. My parsley, some of them are like 2 to 3 weeks old, and this stuff is still going on strong. So anyway, Robick's internet's dying. Hopefully not everyone's. Let me know if everyone's is dying, and I don't know what I'll do. I'll come to the rescue maybe, but I don't know how I can help. I wish I could, Robick, I'm so sorry. It's that Iron Curtain internet service provider. You done with internet now? Oh, yeah, that's Poland's a little bit far. They're kind of enemies of Russia, I guess. So, wish I could help you, Robick. Let's throw some cilantro in there. Well, maybe, wait till I'll turn it, because then I don't want them to like start slowing down while we cook. But let's mince some cilantro in the meantime. The one thing I love about Mexican flavors too is they're big and bold. Like you won't find any kind of wimpy flavors. I just like it that. It's nice. Everything is there. It's not to say things aren't balanced, but I don't know, I like it. All right, so let's pull some of these leaves off to mince. I switched to my other board just so it's a little smaller. Hopefully you can still see it though. Yes. Mother, does praying help? Who's the patron saint of the internet? Are we getting new patron saints? By the way, are we making new ones? I mean, I know that saints are being canonized, but patron saints, like that's kind of a promotion, right? Like if I were a saint, oh, hold on, let me restart my recording. I have like a 25-minute timer, so hold on. Bear with me. Okay. And we're back. But yeah, like they're making new saints. You know, is Saint Teresa like a patron of anything? All right, I don't know why I just didn't cut this. That's okay. And let's grab one of these guys here. But yeah, well, I wonder, so back to the patron that saint thing. Are they, like, if I were a saint, I'd want to get a promotion at some point, you know? Like, if I've been doing my job as a saint and it's been going really good, am I going to get promoted at all? Do you have to, like, lobby, like, some of the other saints? Or, you know, how do you make your case? Is there an annual review process? These are big, important questions that I would like to know the answer to. In case I'm ever sainted, and you never know. All right, just giving them a rough chop. Oh, now I gotta wash it, or maybe just rinse it. Don't tell anybody. Okay. Oh, I'm smelling those peppers. They are getting real toasty, so I think we're ready. 25-minute timer. We're at least ready to pull them out and turn them, some of them. Oh. Whoops. Well, that didn't work. Dropped a few. So, hold on. Man down. Wait, it was the same bitter yesterday. Today, a poblano, 2 poblanos, a tomato. Oh, look at them. They are starting to get real nicely charred. Hold on. Got garlic and an onion wedge. Perfect. Okay, let's try this again. You guys go back in. Oh my God, they look so good. All right, so these guys can stay. You still... Actually, maybe we can pull the tomatoes off. Because they're gonna be good. I don't necessarily need them like totally cooked. I just wanna, in fact, I kind of want some of the texture to remain because I want them to kind of fight back. Oh, see, look at that. Can you see that? Doesn't it look great? So that'll be easy to peel. Boop. And then this jalapeno, let's turn you over. This guy needs some love. Turn you, tomate. This guy's good, 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 okay. Perfect. Perfect. Everything's perfect. It's always perfect around here. That's, oh, let's add some whole cilantro here. Let's put you guys, I'll put you guys over here. Just to kind of, we'll nestle them around. See if it makes a difference if I put it directly on the metal. Because it shouldn't get too hot, or any more hot. Hotter? There we go, Anthony. How many of these cocktails you had? A few. Yeah, didn't burn myself too bad. We're good. That's actually why I dropped it, is because the towel had a little open spot, or maybe it was like a damp spot in the towel and the heat zipped right through, and it was like a, oopsie, ooh, that stings a little bit. So that's why I ended up dropping it, truth be told. And they didn't go on the floor, too. They just went on the base of the oven. So that's like a 30-second rule, maybe. I don't even know. I don't know. These are big questions. Come on, cooperate with me. They don't want to go in the bag. Dexter knows. They always fight back. Just grab it around the neck. There we go. Perfect. Smile or die. If I could, I would put my bed in the kitchen. Well, you know what? Mine isn't too far away, and I can tell you, it's great. I can see my bed from here. It's right there, 10 feet away. I don't have to go too far to have breakfast in the morning, or make coffee, more importantly. Okay. Perfect. Choke you out. Done. Okay, we minced. Got that. Oh, let's get some lettuce going. Yeah. I put the knife away again. Anthony, come on. I should just leave it out. So if you have it, I'd recommend iceberg lettuce. Something with zero nutritional value here would be best because it's crunchier, and that's kind of, you know, what we want. Oh. Okay, stuff's looking good. But little gem lettuce was what I ended up getting. So that's what we're having. It'll be a little more nutritious, slightly more flavorful, but not nearly as like that crunchy, satisfying as what was I just talking about? You know, iceberg. Thank you. Perfect. Well, we got some crunch down towards the bottom, but not the whole thing. Okay, how we doing? Let's scooch you over. Oh, we're getting there so close. Now am I done cutting? Can I put the knife away? I know I can put my cocktail stuff away, but I guess now we'll prep the tomatoes. So close. Yeah, look at these. They came out so great. One got a little charred. Actually, it would have been nice had they all gotten a little bit more charred, but I'm okay with this. We can just pull the skins right off. Look at that. There we go. Done. Little shake. Come on, give it up. That was a little hot. You could make your own, like, if you got like a slow cooker or something, or a Dutch oven, you could do like, almost like a pork carnitas, like a slow cooked pork shoulder, and just shred that. That'd be super good with this as well. Francesca, my cabinets are always like this. Well, there's not much in them. That's the other thing. So yeah, I just don't put much in them to begin with. I think that's the only reason they look tidy-ish. Okay, I think we're good here. The peppers can still go a little longer. I will pull out the cilantro. It's looking pretty good and nice and toasted, and I kind of wanted that. Here, I'll show you in just a second. That's good enough. Some of them did end up sticking to the sheet pan though, so I should have put them up. If you make this, put everything on a sheet pan. It's just easier to clean up. So yeah, it got a little toasty. I like it, and it smells just slightly burnt. That's exactly what I want. Let's see how that goes. Well, so I'm gonna blend them, the chilies and stuff. I probably should cut them up, at least chunk them up, just to make the blender's life easier. So yeah, let's do that. We are gonna do that for sure. Let me get you guys cleaned up. There's our cilantro and our still kind of crunchy little gem lettuce. Love you. Perfect. And an extra bowl. Cool, good. Oh yeah, can you see the steam? You'll know something's burning. Oh yeah, there is steam coming out of the tomatoes. Yeah, we did have a little bit of like steam coming out of my board a few minutes ago too. That was awesome. All right. What else can we prep? Good. And we could cut a little, either like some onion or some shallot in here, in with like that. Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's do a little shallot. Why not? Well, maybe not, because I don't have any shallot, so we're not going to do that. I didn't like that idea anyway. Don't want it. You can only cook with stuff you have, people. This is one of the most important lessons. Thanks, quarantine. Oh, that cocktail, man, is so good. Oh. Okay. I think we're good to put these bad boys in. I'm going to try with no additional liquid just to see, because there should be enough in the tomatoes to get things going. I just need it to spin enough so that everything can it can get a grip and pull it all in. So we'll see how it goes. Toss all that in. Worst case, I could toss in either some like stock that I've got, or even water is probably fine. That'll dilute the flavor, obviously. Maybe even like the tomato pulp. I could use that in a pinch. I was trying to make it a little less tomatoey flavor, just so that Mrs. Pink Shirt Gal had a more of a fighting chance to like it. She's not a big, like, tomato chunk fan. So we'll see. And I'm doing this for her, really. Okay, onions are good. Let's pull them out. Don't burn yourself. Don't burn yourself. It's getting hot. Okay, good. Yes, I think we're there. Those will take a second to cool down. I might actually put these guys in, I don't have like a paper bag. Let's just throw them in a Ziploc. They shouldn't, I've done this before when I made enchiladas and I was worried about the heat going into the Ziploc bag, but I feel like they're not, I don't think they're too hot. I think they'll be okay. And hopefully this will help kind of sweat them a little bit, make it easier to pull off the skins. So we'll do that. If you have a paper bag, that's a little bit easier. So throw them in there. And then let these guys kind of steam for a few minutes. I picked up this trick from, this cookbook I got. So when Lauren and I were on a cross-country road trip, we basically went around the entire country right before quarantine. Well, like in December and November. And Santa Fe was one of our like sleeper great stops. Like we didn't even know we were staying there when we started off on the road trip. Yeah, bowl with the lid, that works great too. But we stopped in Santa Fe and there was this restaurant called Pasquale's Cafe and it had the best chili sauce I've ever had in my entire life. Both red and green mixed together. That's what they call Christmas style. And it was so good. I bought the cookbook. Anyway, this is what she recommended, was just throwing all these chilies straight into a Ziploc bag just to help sweat them a little bit too. So you can use whatever you want. Anything with a lid. Onions are also going in. So this is exactly what we were looking for. This kind of char. That's what we want. This is going to be, hide my face. There we go. This is going to, no, yeah, there we go. This will be flavored. And we want that kind of roasted, toasted flavor. Good, done, and done. And now the garlic, by the way, I don't know if I told you, I did not peel it because I wanted that skin to protect it, and it did. Now we've got kind of like this lightly roasted, there we go. And it smells great. It smells like roasted garlic. So it's pretty good. In we go. Go, and you can kind of just grab part of the casing and just shake it. That's how I'm getting them off, because it's a little warm. Done. Perfect. Let's get you out of the way, because you are hot. All right. Bear with me 1 second while I put these guys away, or in the dishwasher. Hold, please. Still holding. Cool. And now, what are we gonna do with you? Let's put you over here. There we go. Perfect. Good. All right. Put you there. Let's see if we can peel these guys, because I'm really kind of sick of waiting. If I wait any longer, I'm gonna have to make another cocktail. Oh. Almost forgot to thaw my tortillas. I don't know, I didn't know people freeze these, but this is the way they came. I got them delivered and they were frozen, so that's how we're having them. There we go. I'm just gonna make 2 for now. That should be enough. But this will be enough to make probably 4 servings-ish, especially if you add like chicken and stuff. you'll have plenty. So let's get a Ziploc for you. I got 2 Ziplocs now. Yes. What's the downside to what? Bill. Bill's asking what's the downside. And did I say there's an upside to something? If so, I'll need to be reminded of that because I can't remember. Oh, is it gonna fit? Oh, come on. It's so close. You know, it's close enough. It's not gonna get stale and I'm just gonna eat them soon enough. Perfect. Through the magic of television. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Now I'm done chopping. So now I can put this guy away. Watch through. Oh, yeah, I think good. Oh, what's the downside of making another cocktail? Really no downside. Really no downside. I don't even know why I said that. Which is actually true for most of the things I say. I don't really know why I say them. I just do, they come out. So that's, yeah. All right, generous pinch of salt. Let's see if these guys are ready. Oh, perfect. Nice and sweated. All right, you don't fall over. So this is perfect. See, I don't know if you can tell. They're nice, they're charred. Like this is what we're going for. And we're just gonna peel off as much of the crispy, gunky stuff as we can. You may not be able to get all of it, that's okay. We just wanna try to get as much off as possible. And the little nub where the stem was, you can pull that out. Good, good. You know, I might just leave some of this on because I don't want to sit here and peel these all day, but you would, and you should. There we go. So this is like the little thin membrane, like this is what we're trying to peel off here. I know that wasn't very good. You probably couldn't see anything that I just did, but the camera's like, I don't see anything. I don't know what I'm supposed to focus on. There we go. Not bad, right? And let's see how, it is pretty bitter, like that skin. Yeah, I think it's worth it to peel it. It kind of has like a slightly astringent bite to it, whereas the pepper or the chili is gonna be, you know, imagine like just a slightly spicier bell pepper. Okay, that's pretty good. There's a little bit more we can take off here. I know this is super exciting stuff right now. Like, hey, let's watch Anthony peel a poblano. Yeah, exactly. Top-down camera's like, is there not a face there? Nope, all good. Okay, and we'll take out some of the seeds too. There we go. And then we're kind of left with like this fleshy stuff. That's great. We'll throw that into it. Good, almost there. There's a little bit left. Let's see. I'm doing the lazy quick version. Some of these need a little bit more love, but it's quarantine and I'm not gonna be too picky. I would much rather you folks not get bored. So really, it's all about you. Here we go. Good. Okay, now for the jalapeno, let's get this guy first and then we'll talk about the jalapeno. You can also use a knife too for some of this stuff, like if it's easier to cut. It is still pretty warm, so if you still have sensation in your fingertips, then you know, you may need a knife or just to wait a few more minutes. it's a little bit easier if I would have, this would have been easier had I let them sit and like steep for a few more minutes. But actually this isn't too bad. The recipe I read months ago said like 15 to 20 minutes in there. And I don't know, this one's coming off great. And that was only like 2 minutes, so, okay. You had, Lemon, you had poblanos that crossbred with jalapenos. That must have been a surprise. How was that? I didn't even know plants could crossbreed like on their own. I guess that's what happens when they're staying out late at night. You never know. Okay, that's pretty good. Come on, seeds, give it up. There we go. I could have just rinsed that. That would have been easier. Okay, now for the jalapeno, we're gonna do this to taste. I am gonna peel it now and then set it aside just because, depending on how spicy you like it, basically. Some people, jalapenos are very spicy, others not. So I'm gonna put a little bit in, I'll seed it. I'll take off the seeds and we'll see, or I'll take off the top, cut out the seeds. And we'll go from there. All right, top down camera, can you still see everything all right? So, top off. I will just kind of cut into it. There we go. All those beautiful seeds. Then I'm just gonna do one of these. So now I've got these little strips of jalapeno that I can toss in once we start blending just to see how we like it. Sweet jalapeno. Be careful, don't touch your eyes, your face, anywhere sensitive after you cut jalapenos. It's a little bit less dramatic after you roast them, but it's still no fun. Ask me how I know. Okay, good there. I'm gonna blend this up real quick, and then I think, oh yeah, I'll blend it up. That's what we're almost left with. And then we're gonna fry our tortillas to make our tostadas, heat up our beans, and we'll be good to go. All right, I'm gonna turn the volume down while I do this. I'll be right back. All right, so that's pretty good. I don't need it to be super blended, like totally pureed, because it kind of looks a little bit nicer. I don't know, it looks a little more rustic if like there still might be a few chunks in there. You can food process this as well, that's totally your call. Bill Woods, that is a great way to teach kids not to touch their faces, especially in Corona times. But yeah, I'm not gonna totally puree it so it's totally smooth, but I am gonna taste it, and let's see if we need or how much jalapeno we can add. Okay. That's not spicy at all. Those roasted flavors are coming through. That garlic tastes awesome in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put in at least 1 or 2 strips of the jalapeno and then a bunch more salt and maybe a little lemon juice too. So I'm gonna mute you while I throw this in. Okay, did I add the jalapeno? I can't remember. I totally can't remember if I added it. I don't have like an instant replay feature. I don't think so. I can at least add one more strip. I'm gonna add 2 strips in because it's not really spicy at all. It's just like nice, really roasted chilies. It's really good. A little bit more acid, I think, would brighten it up a bit. Just a little bit more, and some more salt. Since this is gonna be like the primary way to flavor this thing, I want this part to taste really good. Okay, so hold on. I love blending things. It's such a thrill. Okay, let's taste this. This should be good. And you'll notice I haven't added any extra liquid yet, so the flavor is like gonna be pretty just roasted peppers, onions. It's awesome. And a little bit of cilantro, really good in there. Okay, so, oh my God, that's so good. I'm just now starting to taste a little bit of the spice. I'm not gonna add any more. Salt, I think we're on point. The acid soup is great, it's helping. Let's get our toppings kind of prepped and let's finish out by frying our tortillas. I had to think about that for a second there. I'm like, what are we frying? Oh yeah, tortillas, right. What am I gonna serve that in? Okay. What are we doing here? Done, salt taste, yes. Oh, let's put it in a bowl. That's what I was gonna do. Because we can also combine this with some fresh cilantro to brighten it up even more. Now I remember what we're doing. All right. Yes, Kathleen, I do have beans. I'm not doing fresh beans. You can, and arguably that would taste better. I am gonna do refried beans just because it's what I have in my pantry and I need to get rid of them. But again, like fresh beans would probably taste better. I would go with whatever you got, basically. All right, that is good. Let's toss in some of this cilantro. I'm gonna save a little bit of it just to top the tostadas with, just because I like seeing even like a little fresh green on there. Although we do have all the lettuce. Let's just stir it in. Yeah, that's better. Oh, I got rid of the spoon already? Anthony, what are we thinking? Boy, oh boy. There we go. Okay, I know it doesn't look like super pretty, but it will go on top of a dish. If you do use chicken for this, or pork or something, now would be a good time to stir that in. That way it kind of all can sit and marinate a little bit together and get to know each other. So that way it's not super awkward when it goes out on a tostada and it's the first time they're getting to close. So that's good, we're ready to go there. Let's check, where are we done? Tortillas, oh, let's cut the avocado. Kristen, we'll miss you. Kristen Aspergen. But we'll see you again soon. Gnarly Nerd, yes, there is a little bit left over. Actually, there's a lot of leftover 7-layer dip. We probably had a third of it last night. I've been working on layer by layer. I'm sorry, not layer by layer, like from a top down. I basically kind of slice it. I need to have like a nice even line as I work my way through the 7-layer dip. or else it doesn't count. So I'm gonna do just a slice on these, not the dice. So I'm just going top to bottom, drawing a few lines. I think I did 3 or 4 slices. So we're not doing the cubed, although that would be kind of good, but okay. Did anybody try the 7-layer dip? Oh my God, it's so good. Every single bite. We basically, Lauren and I turned on Enchanted, watched it for the millionth time last night, and just gorged on 7-layer dip. Oh God, it's so good. Okay, that is good to go. Let's get our beans warmed up and our tortilla oil starting to fry. Gnarly Nerd, you do the same thing, right? I mean, it's almost like it's meditative. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's got to be, you know, on that dip, I got to have a nice even line. If there's like one chunk that's sticking out, even if I'm totally full, I'm eating that part. So, yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. All right. All right, let's heat these beans up. I might just microwave these beans. This isn't like the fanciest beans. These are Goya traditional refried beans. And hey, they're vegan. So where's the kosher guy from the other night? This would fit, I think. Most vegan food is kosher. All right. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I don't need this much. That would be so many beans for like 1, maybe 2 people. All right, let's get you heated up. You know it's classy when you can see the imprint of the lid on the beans. You know it's good. I'm just gonna microwave this. I'm gonna put saran wrap over the top so no pops and nothing. I know this doesn't look super sexy. It frankly looks gross, but I kind of like a little bit of refried beans in the base. Use whatever beans you got though. Even lentils and stuff would work. Like if you're a batch cooker and made a bunch of lentils at the beginning of the week, that's great. All right. Gnarly Nerd, do you do the same thing with your ice cream? Like if you, I don't know, just happen to eat ice cream out of a can or carton, do you have to make sure it's a nice even layer? Like you have to hit bedrock and then clean it off? You know, if like one chunk of chocolate pops off or like a chunk of cookie dough, then you gotta like even out the whole thing. Only one? Just me? Okay, that's good. Get our oil warmed up. We're done cutting things. In case people aren't very familiar with Mexican food, this kind of stuff is not necessarily indicative of most or all Mexican food. Like there's a lot that involves super slow braises, and a lot of cheap cuts of meat that if you just spend time with them, they taste incredibly good. I'm not doing any of those just because of the limitations of this show, but pick up a book by Rick Bayless, like that chef I mentioned earlier. His stuff is very good. Or there's another chef I highly recommend, Aarón Sanchez. I think he was like a judge on Chopped, and his stuff is so good. His restaurant called Johnny Sanchez is one of my favorite restaurants in New Orleans, a city known already for great food. Okay, let's get the oil in there. Let's put this away. Oh, and gotta open up our cotija cheese. Actually, you know what? Okay, so change of plans. Normally I would use cotija cheese. This is very traditional. It's great cheese, but I'm gonna use up a little bit of feta. So this will kind of be a little bit dry and it'll flake a little bit, but I kind of want to use up the feta that I've got open. So we're just gonna do that instead. It'll look similar. You won't know the difference on camera. So just if you want to, just believe that it's cotija. All right, I'm all turned around. Where's my oil? There we go. Almost there. It's the end of the day. Yeah, Gnarly Nerd, it's gotta be like a type A personality type thing. Because it's like I have to eat that ice cream all the way down. Oh. our tortilla shells. They're just gonna go right there. Can you see that? All right, I'm gonna move, just in case it pops, it shouldn't pop, I'm gonna scoot my pewter a little farther away. I think we'll be good. I think we're ready to do this. Okay. Oh, Francesca Maria, but I'm not as anal as my knife's home. I am super anal about that. Yeah, it's like always gotta go home, back to its sheath. I've for a while I really wanted one of those metal knife racks, and I actually bought one, but I never installed it. And then I just realized I'll just keep it in like the flat container that it came in. I don't know. I think I was always afraid of like putting it up there. Would it rub against the metal? You know, would it damage the blade? But I know like that's what professionals do, so who knows? All right, look at this. This is so good. It's got like this, it kind of looks like sog, like Indian, you know, the Indian sauce there. But it smells super, it just smells like roasted chilies and fresh cilantro. So it smells awesome. Oh man, I'm so excited. Okay, let's get my beans. Where my beans at? And a plate. Running out of room here. Let's do that. There we go. Get our feta. I'm trying some new feta. I can't source my normal Athenos brand, which is not real feta. It's feta. It's from Wisconsin. But I found another feta, which actually also happens to be from Wisconsin, but it tastes so good. I actually like it better. I've got some like Bulgarian feta as well in the fridge, and this I think is the best by far. Not that anybody asked, but I figured I'd just tell you. And I love how feta is like so dry that it just kind of flakes and crumbles. Crumbles, that's the right word, not flake. And when you deal with feta, since again, nobody asked, I always recommend using a fork. I picked up that tip from Ina Garten like years ago on her show, and that way it actually crumbles off instead of using a knife where it kind of cuts it off into like large squares. So just insert your fork and twist. That's all I need to do. Same thing, not quite, with Parmesan. I wouldn't use a fork with real Parm. Use like you can still use a knife, but use like a point and then just kind of twist, and then it'll break off naturally and it kind of looks cooler instead of like slices or, you know. I love my cheese, what can I say? All right, how are we doing here? I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit. How are we doing? Not quite. How are we doing on time? Good, all right. Not that it matters. People can come and go as they please. I'm thankful that each and every one of you are here, so thanks. We are just gonna fry these for like 60 seconds or so, just super quick. This also would be a nice like party type meal. You can set up a little station, like a tostada station. The only thing you kind of have to do last minute is fry these bad boys. Otherwise, everything can be done ahead of time and actually kind of tastes okay served room temperature. So, yeah. Another thing I was reading in this Rick Bayless cookbook, I guess this is just a talk about Rick Day, but he pointed out that Mexican, from a cuisine perspective or culinary perspective, they don't view food as just hot and cold like the way North Americans do and Western Europeans do. They have like a range of temperatures for their food, but a lot of the stuff is just served at kind of like a cool room temperature. I didn't know that, so there you go. You're welcome for dropping knowledge like that. Super nerdy, boring stuff that absolutely nobody asked about or cares about. All right, we're done. We're just starting to fry a little bit. Let's crank you up to high. Medium high is where we should be. I just want to speed this up a little bit. Come on, almost there. There we go. 30-second timer. Oh no, don't do that. I think I just lost my other timer. That's okay. This is so nice. This is, I don't know. I love this like gentle frying. It's so calming for me. You know, like when everything else kind of goes haywire in the world, this lovely little sound that I'm interrupting with my voice, I kind of love. Good. We'll just flip it. Not that it matters because there's enough oil in there where it's, it is covering everything, but just in case. Oh, that was really hot. Don't flip that around, Anthony. Dork. They tell you not to play with your food for a good reason. So you don't splatter yourself with super hot oil. That's another way to test, though, whether it's hot enough, is just to fling it with a tong. And it is. That's hot. Okay, so that's good. That's fried. It's chippy, but not like super crisp. Not like a tortilla chip. All right. Round two. Do like a quick 30-second meditation. Yeah, this is exactly how I want it. I don't want to like super crunchy. No, Smile or Die. I've had enough. So many of these like little oil splatters over the years that now I don't even flinch. I have barely any hair left on my hands, but it comes with the territory of being a minor klutz in the kitchen, or like rather just moving very quickly. I like moving fast. A lot of times at the detriment of my own health. So, haven't died yet though, not once. I will probably have little, like nice red flecks tomorrow, like on the skin. That'll be sweet, but anyway, I'll wear a long sleeve shirt. Okay, we're just about there. It's the last tortilla, so I'm just gonna turn off the heat and let it coast for a couple of seconds. I don't know why. I feel like it's more efficient that way because then I'm not pumping in more heat than I need. But really, it's not wasteful. I don't know. It's these little like idiosyncrasies that... And then I don't even know why I felt like sharing it with you, but I just did. Just in case you wanted to know. These are things about me that no one has ever asked about. No one ever needs to know. But I still feel like sharing. Okay, good. I think we're ready for a tostada here. This guy is the more drained of the two. Let's get a layer of beans down there. Yes. You know what I could have done as well is just slap on some of that 7-layer dip. That would have been great. So. You can do more beans or less beans depending on how much, like if you have chicken on there, you may not need as much. I want just, you know, enough here where it covers it. There we go. Get off my spoon. Perfect. It's perfect. All right, now let's get some, good, we got the beans down. Let's get a little more of this guy. Let's get some lettuce for some crunch. Oh, sour cream. Anthony, you almost forgot one of the most important ingredients. Sour cream. This is basically like a taco. I don't know why it's not totally different, except this is kind of more of a knife and fork phenomenon. We are getting some crunch. Right in the heart of the little gem, there's some crunchy part. Love it. All right. I might go with layers here too. I might do another layer of lettuce on there. And again, if you were using chicken, you can stir it in here first. That way it's kind of all, it feels like it's more cohesive together. Togetherness and cohesive. Actually, we're good there. All right, let's get some of this this feta on top. Oh no, don't drop it. Not the big chunk. There we go. Perfect. That's quarantine cooking bingo, I guess. Every single time I say perfect, take a drink. Oh yeah, perfect. Every single time I burn myself, definitely take a drink. Every time I put away my knife and then get it back out, that's another fun one. We could do that. Okay, good. And then let's get some avocado on top. Let's do, can I pinch it out? No. Only pull a couple of you. There we go. And a couple of you. Perfect. Well, not bad. Yes, this gnarly nerd, it smells good. I love the fact that like the tortillas smell good. Like they smell like tortillas, just a little bit oily, but like that kind of cooked corn smell. Awesome. I wish I had something red on top. Doesn't it need, well, let's get a little bit of cream. Just a pinch. If you have real Mexican crema, do that. I actually don't know how to make that, so I should look up a recipe for that, but I don't have it. Okay, so I'm a huge sour cream fan. Lauren is not. So I'm gonna leave one of these without. Good, good. I am gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna go find some red. Let's do a pinch of like chili seasoning on top. I feel like it should have something red there, don't you? Just agree with me. Okay. Oh, Mac, yeah, that's a good point. Take a drink when simple syrup comes up. Here we go, just a little bit on top. I just think it looks nicer with like just something red. Okay, I know I'm gonna bump that over. There we go, let's take a look. Not bad, color on the camera's not great. Go team, no sour cream, what? Linguophile, there you go, how's that? Let's see if we can zoom in. All right, hide my face and nope, still not for my face. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can't. It's very hard. Now we're done. Now we can eat this. I'm gonna try a bite. I probably won't crack into the shell right now because I won't be able to get it all at the same time. You know what? Let's just do it. Yeah, I won't be able to get that easily. And I kind of want to just eat this right now. Come on. Okay. We were getting some of the crunchiness from the lettuce. Plan worked. I kind of strategically picked out the heart pieces. Great. Oddly enough, I think I just need to pinch more salt. And maybe like just a little bit, like just a pinch of acid on top. Lauren likes it a little less acidic usually, so I'll leave hers without, but just a pinch of that, like a lime juice would probably be more. Lemon or lime, do whatever you want. But man, that is good. This salsa is so good. I think just the effort of like just broiling it, getting those roasted, toasted flavors developed, slightly charred. Oh, that's worth it. All right, we're done. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been a ton of fun. Hope you guys had fun. We'll be here again tomorrow. We're not doing Mexican tomorrow. I might throw in some lime just to kind of continue the theme though. I think we're doing sous vide salmon with a, oh yeah, sous vide salmon, I think with a cilantro lime beurre blanc. But if you don't like cilantro and don't like lime, you can change those ingredients and you don't have to make them. So yeah, we're getting a little bit off book, not Mexican tomorrow. Sous vide salmon, cilantro lime beurre blanc. It's gonna be awesome. That is it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Cinco de Mayo. We'll get this, Kristen, I know you're not here watching right now, but I'll get this cocktail up there. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. This has been so much fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you here tomorrow. That's it, all right. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done that, and if you have already forgotten, that's okay too. I don't really care. I do, it'd be nice, but I don't care. Linguophile, always fun to be with you. Thank you for coming, Sharon. It is great, I can confirm that. Thanks for being here, Avalikia. You're on the no sour cream team, so I'm not going to give you a thumbs up. You don't deserve it. You're either with us or you're against us. Okay, take care, guys. Happy Cinco. Later. Bye.